Hey all, and welcome back to my channel. I want to get this out of the way because I'm a little overwhelmed, and I just want to say thank you. I'm coming up on 700 subscribers, and I never in a million years thought that I would get that far. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the feedback. So keep that coming. Comments down below. Brilliant. Love it. Thank you so much. On to the video. I think I've made a realization. And it's really hard for me to admit. And I don't want to admit it, but I think I've got to. I can't use Linux as my desktop. I can't tell you how upsetting that is. But I'll tell you why. So if you look at my desktop here, I have now got Davinci Resolve running. It's not on my Mac Mini. It's on our son's old PC. Thank you, Mark, for letting me borrow it. He doesn't actually know, but he will do when he gets back. So here's my issue. Let's import some media. I know it's not going to import all of that. So, first issue. According to some documentation that I've read online, Davinci Resolve on Linux doesn't support MP4. More specifically, the H.264. That's a big issue for me because my Sony camera that I'm recording this on, it outputs in that. And mainly, so does OBS, which is the other piece of software I use to record the screen. You can change that on OBS. That's not a main issue. But again, the biggest issue is my Sony camera. And I don't intend changing from Sony. I love Sony cameras. So look, if I put this onto the timeline, let's do it properly. So if I put this onto the timeline, oh look, nothing. No H.264, no MP4. So what do I do about that? In my workflow, I don't really want to be going from the MP4 of my Sony through FFmpeg into something like Apple ProRes. That's just adding an extra step, which is just silly. So what do I do? Anyone? Comment below if you have an idea, because I'd love to know. The only thing that I can do is go all through a HDMI capture card and carry on using my camera. But again, I lose a lot of quality that way. So this is an Apple ProRes video. Which just works. So, big realization here. This is hurting. It's really painful for me to say. Windows or Mac is what I'm left with. I'm not going to go out and buy a Mac. I've got nothing against Mac. It's a little lie, but it's fine. I'm not a fan of Mac. I'm really not. I'm not a fan of how they're... I'm going to go off on a little tangent here, and I'm sorry. I had issues with Mac Server a few years ago. And I wanted it sorted out, so I contacted Apple for support. Took them a year to get back to me. And this was for support for, as I said, Mac Server for 6 secondary schools in London. Sorry, not 6, 4. And it took them a year. A year. What kind of support is that? It's just dreadful. I am not a fan of Apple. Their hardware is fantastic. It's brilliant. It really is good. Their software is fairly good for the most part. Prosumer and consumer is pretty good, but enterprise, forget it. And their support, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And I'm sorry, Apple, but you need to sort that out, because people use your stuff in enterprise and in education, and you're not supporting them. It's poor. It's really poor. And I'm sorry I'm ranting, guys, but, you know, credit where credit's due. And also, you call out the people that are not doing what they should do. And Apple, you're not doing what you should do. Rant over. So back to this, my choice. That means I'm stuck on one thing. Yeah, you guessed it. Windows. Windows and Adobe Premiere and Adobe Audition. Don't get me wrong, this is not a bad thing. For the most part, it's not too bad, because if I'm honest with you, I'm used to all of that. And I'm, in all honesty, am still learning Adobe Audition and Premiere Pro. And I'm getting better every time I try and use it. Or at least I hope I am. Only you guys will be able to answer that question. But hopefully that's what you see. Hopefully you see that my production quality is getting better. If it's not, please drop a comment and let me know what you think and how I can improve. I am trying to improve with every step. So, I'm afraid open source software is a no-go on the desktop for me. But that is not the end of this. It's not. I'm going to continue. They may well, all of a sudden, change things. That Davinci may change how they do it. Blackmagic, please add in 264 support. Just make life easy for people. You're offering this product for free. Please add that support in. We need that. So I will go back to doing my tutorials on stuff that I've done for a while, and I will look at operating systems when they come out. There is a new FreeBSD coming up soon, 13.1. That will be out soon. Let's have a quick look and see when that is out. And I am aware of the irony of looking at it on Ubuntu, but hey, let's do it anyway, just for a giggle. So upcoming 13.1. So they're aiming for about 16th of May. So that's 6 days away. We shall see. It may be pushed, but we'll see. And once that's out, we'll have a little bit of a review of it. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, and maybe we'll have a look at FreeBSD 14 as well. I know there's some new features in there. And while I've got this hardware to play with, I think I'll do a few more virtualization stuff as well and actually make some VMs. Couldn't do that on the Mac Mini, just not powerful enough. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree with my assessment? Do you think that there's an easier way for my workflow to work? If you can think of a fairly decent workflow that would allow me to use an open source desktop, please let me know. Because I could use Audacity for my audio. I've used Audacity. I know how to use it. Works just fine. The only other issue I've then got is my GoXLR and PodMic, which I could run in a VM, a Windows VM on Linux. I could do that. No real issue. I don't really want to do that because it's a bit of a pain. I'm starting to think that maybe it's just too much. Maybe I should just stay where I am. Stay in my little cubby hole. What do you think? Let me know. Please let me know. I think I'll call it here for today. I feel a bit disappointed, I don't mind telling you. But there we go. If you like the video, please just click on that little like. If you don't like it, you can click the other one as well. It all helps the channel in the end. And maybe click on this video up here to check out my initial thoughts on Ubuntu. And have a nice day. Take care.